Welcome traders to this video update with me, 𝖢𝖥𝖣yi, Senior Market Analyst. In this video, we're actually going to go take a look at the top rated free indicator on Metatrader 5 or 𝖢𝖥𝖣yi platform. We're then going to try and see if that top indicator works in any way for us. Can we then use it in our potential trading? I thought this was quite an interesting idea. There's lots of different indicators out there, and sometimes they can benefit your trading, sometimes they can obviously go against your trading. Obviously, it's always really important to remember that indicators are a derivative or are derived from price itself, so they always are technically lagging behind price. So let's go check it out. I've got my Metatrader 5 platform open here. One thing that you want to do to get to this area is just go to tools. You'll see 𝖢𝖥𝖣yi Market. That will open a tab up at the bottom, like where your currency pairs are. I already have one open, so I'm going to go over to this area. So what I'm going to do is just head over to indicators. We're going to go on from most rated to free, and we're actually going to check out this one today. It's called the Trend Catcher with Alert on MT5. The reason why I'm looking at this one is I've already been and had a little look. This one here, support and resistance, really basic. It's not really going to give you anything to really work off, in my opinion, that I've just looked at. It's just highlighting highs and lows, which are pretty obvious to see, in my opinion. So we don't really need to work on that. This one, the trading session ITC kill zone, that is just basically showing you the Asia session, London session, and New York session. And this one is just a spread screener. So the next one kind of after that is this trend catcher with alert. So if I click onto into this area, it opens up the trend catcher with alert. So it's just kind of telling us a little bit of details here. So the trend catcher strategy with alert is a versatile technical analysis tool that aids traders in identifying market trends and potential exit and exit points. So something that we like to look for on the channel is definitely trended environments. So that could be something that we could use. I'm probably going to have a little look at where I got involved with Aussie US dollar last time on a short trade, and then we're going to have a little look to see if this would have told me to do the exact same thing or whether it would tell me something different. It features a dynamic trend catcher strategy line adapting to market conditions for clear visual representation of trend direction. Traders can customize parameters to align with their preferences and risk tolerance. Okay, so it allows us to do a little bit of modification. The indicator assists in trend identification, signal potentials, reversals, and blah blah. Right, so features. Dynamic trend line. So the trend catcher strategy line adapts to market conditions. Great. Customizable parameters. We can fine tune the periods. Signals bullish trend when price is above the trend line and indicates bearish trend when price is below the trend line. So let's have a quick look, flick over to the screenshots. Let's have a quick look. So essentially, yes, it's got this kind of trend line here, and it's telling us to basically be a buyer when price is above it. When price is below it, look for those selling opportunities. As always, with these type of indicators, we have to put other external factors within these to make them a little bit better. So that's what we're also going to do in today's video. It's got lots of reviews, 44 reviews there, and it's got 4.6 quality there. So what I've done is I've clicked on download. You can see it says open there. So I'm just going to go to Aussie US dollar, and what we need to do now is just go into I'm just going to open up my navigator here, and you can see here it says market and it says trend catcher with alert. I'm just going to double click on that, and we can see there's some inputs here. So if we go to common, it will give us that it was developed by the Dubai Forex group. It's got some awesome little things there that you can kind of click on. Some of the details here as well. We've got alerts that you can be sent to your phone, terminal, or emails. You've got some sounds and things like that. You've got alerts, systems in here, and whatnot. Colors, we can change the colors here. Probably have to do that. Uptrend says medium blue, so I'm going to actually change that to yellow. Uptrend arrow, I'm going to change to yellow. That's only because I'm using a blue background, so you obviously won't really see it if it's all blue. Trend open high low. Again, I'm just going to change that to sort of yellow. I don't think I'll be able to see this color either, this dark slate blue. So we'll just add it as gold, and I should be able to see the fire brick, but maybe I'll just turn that into actually red. Okay, so let's just click OK. Let's see what happens. Wow. Okay, so ultimately what we're looking for is buys when it's yellow. sells when it's red. Now, the last time I got involved with Aussie US dollar was on a little bit of a downward cycle here. So let's actually go to the 4-hour time frame. Okay, so it actually changes things on a 4-hour as well. So the last time I got involved with Aussie US dollar was actually in this area here. I wonder if I can put any kind of trade history on here. So yeah, so I took a couple of shorts in there that didn't really work out. Tried to take a couple of shorts in here that didn't really work out here, but I took this short, which was the one that did work out. So let's go down again to the hourly. I'm just going to see if it kind of met with my parameters of what I looked at when I was looking to get short in this particular market. Now, the reason why I looked to get short essentially was because price was breaking down through support and resistance. I like the idea of price kind of coming back into a level of resistance and then trading essentially down into some swing lows, which were just formed over in here. So that was the reason why I was looking to get short in this market. And actually, you can see on the hourly trend here that it actually kind of potentially set up in a way where it was showing us that that was a good idea to do. So obviously, if it's below this red trend line here, we want to be looking for those short opportunities. I was short, there's a massive level of resistance up here as well, and you can see it kind of starts here where we should have been looking to get short. So in theory, if we short it when it did stay red with our stop losses above the highs, then you can see actually it did actually turn out really well. We just have to be aware that it can kind of turn yellow here, which was suggesting buying opportunities. And again, I think this is where you can kind of build these indicators in with your sort of parameters here. So I knew that my bias was bearish due to certain external factors on Aussie US dollar at the time. I thought that the US dollar was getting stronger for one. The Australian dollar was a little bit weaker. I expected that to continue. That's why I entered a short position in here. So obviously that has worked out pretty well. Let's go check out a different chart then. So I did actually recently get long on Aussie yen just through there. So let's go and flick over to an hourly chart. So I went long in here. You can see I bought at this price and exited at this price. So let's go and see again. I'd just like to see how this would have been affected. Was it telling me to be long? Was it saying that actually you shouldn't have been long at that point? But again, can it give us a little bit of direction into what we were looking at? I'm gonna have to change some parameters here again. Let's just go flick through this and change these to yellow really quickly. So I'm not taking up too much of your time here. But it's interesting, isn't it? Because obviously indicators can be frowned upon when trading the markets, but ultimately they can be something that allows you to gain consistency in your trading. Because if you are using indicators just to try and get involved with the market at certain points, then it can obviously help you. So I can see here I wanted to be a long trader in Aussie yen. One thing I would say is obviously I've got the 50 and the 200 moving average, which kind of tells me my trend direction as well and helps me with that. I would have missed out on a lot of moves. I can see here already that I would have been missing out on an area where I would naturally look to go long. I can see there's some lows down in here that I would naturally be saying to myself that is a good area to start looking to get long into, and instead it starts to tell me to get long in here. It's telling me to be short all through this period where obviously prices rally to the upside. Then it's telling me to get long. So I did get long in a period where this suggested, yeah, it's a good idea to get long, but there are areas here where I feel like it's helped actually sort of missed a couple of opportunities, like down back at these lows or in here. These would have been definite areas where I would have been interested in being long on this trend here. So that is a little bit of a shame. Maybe we could look to kind of combo it in with higher time frames, but I mean, look at that. The daily suggesting that we actually should be bearish, and prices rallied 200 pips or so. 4 hours saying we should be bullish. Maybe you could look to combo it in a way where if the 4 hour says to be bullish, which starts here on the 2nd of September, is that 2nd of September? Sorry, no, 9th of February this month. Then if we actually go look at a lower time frame on the hourly and then look for when price kind of changes, then maybe that could be a combination that you could use. So it's changed here. We're starting to get sort of signals around this level. Maybe you could look at getting long if price kind of changes while it kind of consolidates. So back in this area as well. So it could be a method of using this kind of tool in that kind of way. We could maybe even look at it from a 30-minute perspective as well. But yeah, it could be definitely a tool that you could look to use. Do I think this is probably one of the best tools out there? Probably not. It's a free indicator at the end of the day. But if you find that it's something that could help with you, maybe you should go and check it out. It's called Trend Catcher with alert on MT5. Hope this video was interesting. Let me know if you found any free indicators that you think are worth me sharing with everybody. I'd really appreciate that in the comments down below, and I'll see you in the next video.